Alright, hello. So, I'm gonna make a video about the difference between transmuting energy using your heart and by both shutting down your heart and by like opening your heart completely, and the difference in how the energy transmutes itself. So basically, when you experience an emotion and you experience something that, especially something that's coming from another person, or it's coming from an external source, or it's coming from something that you feel is around you, there's really two ways to go about transmuting that energy to feel something different, more positive, I guess. And the two ways are, you can either shut down your heart and move back into your solar plexus and basically just live out of the solar plexus, and then you can also open the heart, and you basically would then move the energy up through the heart and alchemize the energy in the heart, and then move that up out through the upper chakras. And they're both just as valid of ways of doing it as the other, and there's many ways of going about doing it as well. Generally, any sort of use of a substance is going to shut down the heart. Some of them will open them, like MDMA will show you a glimpse of an open heart. Maybe other psychedelics could do the same thing. But for the most part, any substance that's going to be abused is going to be used to shut down the heart, to reduce the amount of feeling and the amount of kind of, oh goodness, there's a lot of spider webs. Anyways, to reduce the amount of feeling that you have, and to reduce the amount of ability for you to be able to pick up energy from other people, and to reduce your empathic kind of abilities. And this isn't particularly a terrible thing. Oh man, all right, I'm just gonna turn around at this point. But it's not a terrible thing. But at the same time, there's another way of going about doing it, which is opening your heart and transmuting the energy in the heart, rather than moving it back down through the lower chakras. A lot of times, people, when they want to shut down their heart, what they'll do is they'll partake in some sort of activity that is pleasure seeking, and then they'll try to flush the energy down out the lower chakras. And this could be literally anything. That it could be anything from exercise to distraction via like TV and videos and things, or it could be really a lot of different things. And a lot of these things can really kind of start to shut down the heart and cause you to kind of, I guess, disconnect from your external environment. The way to alchemize the energy by opening the heart is to completely feel the energy that is coming into you at all times, and to accept it, and to allow it to be in your system long enough for it to transmute by sitting in your energetic frequency. So once you've opened the heart, then you can transmute energy using the heart by basically using forgiveness, love, and compassion to change the way that you feel about that energy. And because a lot of times negative feelings and emotions come up in you because you judge them and you don't want to feel them, so they're presented to you until you accept them. And the heart is literally like that acceptance type energy, where when you see something, you understand so much that it's a reflection of you, that you don't want to hurt anything or do anything to anything except for love it. because you see that everything is a reflection of the love that you seek in yourself. And the only way to fully love yourself is to love everything. And it doesn't mean that you have to go about life without even killing any insects or anything like that ever, but it means more along the lines of seeing that all of this it's a reflection of your consciousness, and you want to respect the illusion as much as you possibly can in order to kind of get back the most from it that you possibly can too. And to shut down the heart basically implies cutting off your connection with your external environment, and it implies basically disconnecting your energy or your identity of your energy from everything other than your ego. And it implies sitting in the ego and separating yourself from environment so that you don't feel the suffering of other people and you don't feel the suffering of your environment. And because you may feel overwhelmed, you may feel as though it's too much, like too much energy at one time. You may feel like it's not something that you even want to deal with. It may feel like it's something that you feel like is stupid, and you just you want to stay away from it because other people should deal with their own suffering, and that's just it. And that's valid too, but it's a very selfish way of going about it. With the heart, it seems that you can literally heal other people's kind of perspectives as well by just changing your energy, and by walking into an area or a room with an open heart, you can literally, almost like a vacuum, suck the negative energy out of these other people and transmute it using just your processes of being. Really, it's like you literally just be there, and your perspective of beauty and of and love and unity literally will start to change the energy in the room and the perspective in the people in the room as well. And I'm not saying that you're gonna just walk in and then immediately enlighten a bunch of other people, but what I am saying is that you will raise the consciousness of the entire room by just walking into it. And the reason why is because when vibrations, they have to come to a harmony. They have to come to a resonance with each other that is kind of stable. And when you bring a very high vibration next to a very low vibration, they have to meet in the middle eventually. And that's kind of like what you're doing is you're bringing in this higher vibration, and then literally the entire vibration of the room has to raise in order to meet where you are. And the higher your vibration is, the more that you can raise the vibration of the entire room. But the only way to do this, really, and you can do this with the solar plexus as well, and people with a active and sacral and solar plexus that's very strong, a lot of times they do have a very good way of going about kind of just like bringing joy and happiness to a room. But it's missing this element of transmutation of the energy into love. Like, that's what it's missing. So it's got this high energy to it, but it doesn't have the alchemization of the energy to where when the people leave, they feel a relief of something. They feel like something is kind of brought off their shoulders. They feel lighter in a sense and better about themselves, because the kind of heart shutdown method will basically, it will cause the other people to look at you as if you are the reason for their feeling better, and then they will seek you the same way that they seek their drugs and everything like that. And that is not unless you want to have a whole bunch of people following you and be kind of like that kind of energy and keep up a really, really big ego. That's not particularly the way that I enjoy going about doing it. Mostly, I mean, I will sometimes put that energy out, but that's just more along the lines of like, what I try to do is alchemize energy using my heart. So I try to see the love and compassion and joy in everything, and to literally like transmute energy by kind of loving it to death, I guess, if that makes any sense. Or loving it to life, really, is what I'm doing. But yeah, all right, so that's a short one. So I hope you guys got something out of that.